Hey guys, Morgan C. Ritter here, Commander of Kansas 1st Defense Militia. Today I kind of wanted to talk to you about, the Army, the Air Force, and the Marines. Just those three topics, mainly. I want to start off about the Air Force. Okay, in relation to what happened on Sunday, November 5th, I believe. Air Force messed up big time. I've several different sources that are confirming that it was caused. What happened on that Sunday was caused by the Air Force. To start out, what happened there was a young man who was in the Air Force was discharged, not honorably, not dishonorably. I'm not sure what kind of discharge it was. It was I'm not sure exactly how to put it, but back when he was discharged for beating on his ex-wife and his ex-wife's kid. He had been sent to a mental facility. I'm not sure exactly where at, but it wasn't good. He escaped in 2012, and from escaping, he had been on the run. He had been missing for 2012 to 2017. That's 5 years. The Air Force forgot to put in the system that he wasn't allowed to buy a gun, and since the guy had forgotten to do that, he had been able to buy a gun, and this whole thing happened, killing 26 and injuring I don't know how many. Also today I kind of want to talk about what happened in Las Vegas in October. That is a long ass story. Injured over 900, death toll I'm not sure, but there's speculations that the guy had been converted to Islam. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but from the looks of it, it was just him. He wasn't ordered to do that. He just opened fire and the crowd at the festival, and those two massacres really got to me. I just can't believe people would do that kind of stuff. Now, for that subject, I want to talk about the Marine Corps. I, as a felon, am not allowed to join the Coast Guard or the Navy. I'm not sure about the Air Force, but if you ever want to join the Marines, you'll get a pamphlet like this if you request any information. It talks about like what they are, who they are, what they're about. You may have heard the saying "first in, last out." It's correct. The first people to be deployed into a war is the Marines. The last people to ever come home, the Marines. So if a war is going on for 10, 20 years, the Marines are there that whole time. So, you know, I had requested information, and you'll get a letter from them too in the packet, just stating, you know, it starts off with like 2 questions. Do you think you have what it takes to be a Marine, and are you prepared for one of the most demanding challenges you'll ever face? If you answered yes to either one of those, you should join the Marines. And it also says the fact is, if you have the fortitude, confidence, and will to improve yourself, then the Marine Corps may be right for you. Of course, it will not come to you easily. You will work harder than you ever thought possible. That's just through the boot camp. The boot camp is the most physically enduring and challenging boot camp out there. The Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, no biggie. Navy, second. That comes second. But the Marines, yeah, I mean, you think the Navy is hard, you think the Army, the Air Force, the Coast Guard is hard. You go through the Marine boot camp, you just accomplished something big. But yeah, the Marines are the best. I mean, their motto, I can't remember what the Latin one was, but the English one is the few, the proud, first in, last out. But also in the letter it says, once you've earned the right to call yourself a Marine, you will discover that we offer incredible opportunities you won't find anywhere else, including career advancement and education. So consider what it really means to be a Marine. Then if you think you can be one of us, contact your local Marine recruiting office, and it will also have a local office, and it says, which I have listed for you below for your convenience. And just on mine it says Kansas City 2259 South 9th and Magnolia Street, Suite 63. And then it also has the Salina, Kansas office, which is 67401, and then it lists the phone number, and then the person who wrote the letter, it says sincerely, and then blah, and then yeah, it'll most likely be a sergeant major that sends you the letter. But then in the Marine packet you'll also get 2 forms, one of which is the form for application, and then then it has the parents' point of view form, and you just fill that out, and you don't even have to put it in an envelope, either one of those. But now that we've talked about the Marines and the Air Force, now it's time for the Army. The easiest boot camp you'll ever go through is the Army. You know, if you don't score a very high score like I did, I scored a 66, and the lowest you can get to be able to join the Army is a 35, I believe. I mean, your odds of finding a good MOS are very low. So since I scored a 66, my options are limited, and I've decided once I can join, which it will take a lot to be able to join, because number one, I'm a felon and I'm not sure if I can join because I'm a felon, and number two, I have bipolar, and bipolar limits you from being able to join. And so in order for me to be able to join, not only do I have to have my felony expunged, but I also have to sign a waiver for my bipolar to be able to join. And so heads up, if you have bipolar, it's going to take a lot. If you have a felony and you have bipolar, it's going to take a hell of a lot more. So just be prepared. But I really want to join the Army because I want to do what it takes. I want to be able to just make something better of myself, and you know, it seems like the right thing for me. Help me straighten up my life, help me with discipline issues, patience, and so I've decided that I wanted to join the Army, but there may be a possibility that I can't, and so I leave you with that. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, watch more of our videos. I leave you with that. Signing off, Commander Morgan Ritter of the Kansas 1st Defense Militia.